shooting. Going back to the Highland Park shooting, we covered some of the new details that came out yesterday. But what we haven't really taken a look at is, of course, the unhinged takes from psychopathic conspiracy theorists and the right wing in general. Bit of a redundancy to say psychopathic conspiracy theorists and then right wing, but such is the nature of doing political commentary. This is Anthony Bourdain, by the way. He was also fucking jacked. It was very cool. Some of my favorites are, of course, from the likes of Tucker Carlson. Tucker Carlson just blamed the 4th of July mass shooting on mostly women who never stop lecturing men about their so-called male privilege. He also blamed social media, porn, video games, and government-endorsed weed.
Look at Robert Bobby Crimo. Would you sell a gun to that guy? Does he seem like a nutcase? Of course he does. So why didn't anyone raise an alarm? Well, maybe because he didn't stand out. Maybe because...
Yeah, it's because everyone has like pink hair now and face tattoos. That's why. The real problem is society, but not in the way that you think, because society is at fault, obviously, but not in the way that you think. But because too many people are expressing themselves in unique ways.
Because there are a lot of young men in America who suddenly look and act a lot like this guy. It's not
famously, only dudes with fucking red hair are doing mass shootings. You know, famously. Only those guys are the ones who are violent and criminal. And not like just, you know, regular ass fucking white dudes who listen to the Tucker Carlson broadcast. If we were to look at what's wrong with fucking society, if we were to look at like pound for pound, like what is a clear indication, a common uniting factor in the overwhelming majority of fucking mass shootings and school shootings, I'm willing to bet that Tucker Carlson would probably come up a non-insignificant amount of times, okay? A significant amount of times Tucker Carlson and his ideology would come up. I can name just El Paso and Uvalde. Or not Uvalde, sorry. I can name El Paso and Buffalo. Immediately comes to mind Tucker Carlson's great replacement theory that he has normalized and has publicized time and time again in the most popular fucking broadcast. Synagogue Shooter 2. Interesting. Real fucked up. The Tucker Carlson post-mortem is just like roasting one of his fucking fans, most likely.
Attack is just true. Like Crimo, they inhabit a solitary fantasy world of social media, porn, and video games. They're high on government-endorsed weed. Smoke some more. It's good for you. They're numbed by the endless psychotropic drugs that are handed out at every school in the country by crackpots posing as counselors. And of course, they're angry. They know that their lives will not be better than their parents.
That's awesome. Video games, pornography, weed. That's great. That's the problem. Dude, this is why social conservatives will always get fucking owned in the end, okay?
They'll be worse. That's all but guaranteed. They know that. They're not that stupid. And yet the authorities in their lives, mostly women, never stops lecturing them about their so-called privilege. You're male, you're privileged. Imagine that. Try to imagine an unhealthier, unhappier life than that. So a lot of young men in America are going nuts. Are you surprised? And by the way, a shockingly large number of them have been prescribed psychiatric.
Bro, this is awesome. Overwhelming majority, with the exception of like one or two fucking mass shootings throughout the history of mass shootings, is committed by men, specifically white men. Women are responsible for this. Tucker Carlson's like, nah, hold up. I mean, this is the inverse of like what liberals do all the time, which is like, women don't do mass shootings. You know what I mean? This is literally the exact opposite side of that same dumbass argument that they like shit on all the time. Did Tucker Carlson come out as an incel? Brother, what do you mean come out? Like, you think he just came out? He's been an incel, dude. It's wild. This is so funny, dude. I love this.
So a lot of young men in America are going nuts. Are you surprised? And by the way, a shockingly large number of them have been prescribed psychotropic drugs by their doctors, SSRIs or antidepressants. And that would include quite a few mass shooters. And keep it.
Most fucked up part of me is how he's basically validating all the 4chaners. Yeah, it's such a funny thing. It's like when conservatives do that thing where they're like, oh, the Confederates, you know, the racist demon rat party, right? But then they also are wearing like Confederate garb, Confederate gear, while simultaneously shitting on like the racist Democrats or whatever. It's like, bro, you're literally saying that like, you know, it's not the men that are at fault here. It's the women, right? And it's the video game and porn, and it's like, but this dude came from a space where like the incels unironically believe that as well. Like, you're creating more shooters like this while simultaneously talking about it, like while simultaneously vilifying one of your fucking stands, you know, or the attitude that your stands have. You're vilifying your stands while normalizing their background. So I see the right take. This, a lot of people were prescribed SSRIs type stance a lot. Are they literally demonizing people for trying to get help? I don't understand. Yeah, what the fuck kind of take is that, bro? What do you mean? Medication is good.
We're pushing for answers and accountability. These are the eyes of some of the mass killers who've reportedly been regular pot users.
Stop. Oh my God. No way, dude. This is what? Are they doing the pot caused this thing? Like, they're doing, like, weed is the reason? Bro, what? Dude, they ran out of ideas. They gotta find something. Reefer Madness is back. It's back. Everything old becomes new again, dude.
Look at them. Those in politics and in the media who devote their time and energy to fear-mongering on fake issues while covering up the truth about the growing...
Bro, they're like, we need to ban pot. Even though it's still illegal at the federal level. We need to ban pot more. Okay, we need to ban weed more. Not the guns, though. Not the guns. I mean, not to be like a fucking shitty, like, early 2000s era comic, but, like, have you seen a high person, motherfucker? There ain't no way they're getting off the fucking couch, let alone conduct a mass shooting, dude. What the fuck? What do you mean, dude? What the fuck? What?
Scourge of violent psychosis in our young people. They have to be called out, they have to be defeated, and then the public has to be educated. And parents, this means you need to get into the game. This means you understanding that this can happen to you, to your family, no matter how wealthy you are.
Yeah, that's right, dude. Conservatives who like to smoke weed, this is your turning moment, I hope. I hope you use the energy right now to immediately change your ways. Because understand that they're coming for your pot, they're coming for your video games, and they're coming for your pornography. Okay? Because they're run out of options. They have no other thing to blame, so they're going to blame the shit that you like. Life is already fucking terrible as it is. And the one moment of solace and comfort that you get from these sorts of things to consume, they're going to take that away from you. They don't want you to have fun. Okay?
How well adjusted you are, how mature and together your children seem. It's time to call out the phonies and call in the warriors for common sense. And that's the angle. We're pushing for answers.
We're unironically one step removed now from blaming masturbation, by the way. But hey, listen, it doesn't stop with Laura Ingraham. Everyone's got some fucking theories, okay? However, I have to pee real quick. We're going to get to Ben Shapiro now and see what
Nothing
his
in common. And
his
now
reasonable theories are.